Hello, BookTube. I have a tiny bit of mail I thought we'd go through together. I have 3 packages here. The first of which came a while ago. It's still technically mail. We're inseparable. We're inseparable. This is the Royal Shakespeare Company collected works of Shakespeare, and it is so lovely. It's 2,500 pages long. It's floppy. It's heavily footnoted. It's scratching an itch. You could definitely put it that way. But we also have packages. We have 1 package and 1 box. And the box, I can't help but notice, is not only heavy, but from my favorite non-Penguin publisher, W.W. Norton. So, could be something squeal-worthy. First, we'll do this white package, though. Let's see what we have here. It's a finished copy. Huh. Okay. Alright. What do we got here? This is slated. It's a finished copy. It's slated for mid-August. I don't think I ever got an advance copy of this. It's not ringing a bell. Okay, well, let's find out together what it is then. It's a slim novel. It's called Last Call on Decatur Street by Iris Martin Cohen, who wrote The Little Clan. Rosemary lives in the sparkling present. A burlesque dancer in pre-Katrina New Orleans, fluent in a world of feathers and spirit gum, she travels through the New Orleans the tourists don't see, treading the line of what is real and what is on display for the entertainment of moneyed outsiders. But this 12th night finds her mourning her dog, Ida, and longing for her former best friend, Gabby, or Gaby, G-A-B-Y. Once closer than sisters, theirs was a friendship cemented as outcasts in the ritzy Catholic school they attended. Rosemary for being poor, Gabby for being black. After a drunken prank has different repercussions for each girl, their friendship falters in the years after graduation, to Rosemary's confusion and dismay. As the night passes, is this all going to be taking place in one night? One night? That's daring. As the night passes, Rosemary travels through the shadowy nightlife of the quarter, from bar to stage to secret garden to masked ball, finding new friends and fellow travelers as she finally comes to reckon with her past, both family trauma and her complicity as a white woman in a system that has torn she and Gabby apart. Did she do anything to Gabby? Did she play a vicious prank? Did she take that prank too far? No? Then she's not complicit. Last Call on Decatur Street. Melissa Fabos, author of Whip Smart and Abandon Me, writes, is, quote, a boozy, beautiful fever dream of a book that deftly articulates questions of accountability, privilege, and grief. Watching this narrator stumble through one messy, magical night, it is one night, takes place in one night, was a wise reminder of how impossible it is to outrun yourself. Okay, and who is the author? Iris Martin Cohen grew up in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That bodes well for a book that's set entirely there. That bodes well. She holds an MFA from Columbia University and has studied creative nonfiction at the Graduate Center, CUNY. And this is her second book. She lives, of course, in, say it with me now, Brooklyn. But this is her second book. Little Clan was her first book, and now Last Call on Decatur Street. And this is scheduled for the 11th of August. Is that the second Tuesday in August, probably? Which is close enough. August is almost upon us. It's close enough for me to read this thing tonight. I will tentatively decide on that. I have a feeling, just call it an intuition, that whatever's in this box is going to be a thing that I read tonight. Now, I could be completely wrong about that, but let's give it a try and see. Let's see. Oh goodness. Oh my. I almost grabbed the scissors, but to tell you the truth, it's just so convenient. For those of you who are new to the channel, there's quite a few of you who are new to the channel, I haven't even done my 7.4K Q&A, and we're already very close to 7.5. So there are quite a few of you who are new to the channel. I have almost no sense of touch. Almost none at all. It's a danger in the kitchen, because I literally don't know when the stove is hot. I don't know. I wouldn't know until it's a danger in the kitchen. It's a danger in a few other places. But tearing open a box without bothering to get scissors or a box cutter, It's wonderful for that. So let's see what's in here. Let us see. Now, this baby is cardboard. I will make it into a schnauzer shape, and we'll see if that is of interest. Oh, it is. Okay, all right. That was of interest. Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. Yeah, this probably will be. This probably will be tonight. I probably was right about that. Although I think this date has come and gone. No. Okay. This is a finished copy of something that we've seen already. This is an author who has an enormous amount of credit in the bank with me, so I'm not really worried. And this is also a reread because I've already read this book. But it's a complex work of serious history, and it always helps, for me anyway, especially with an eye towards reviewing, it always helps to read those things a second time, to read them backwards, from back to front, in other words. Go to the notes, go to the index, the stuff that wasn't in the advanced copy. This is the Twilight of the Gods by Ian Toll, the final volume in his Pacific War trilogy. This is the War in the Western Pacific, 1944 to 1945. Big, heavy, thick thing. Wonderful of Norton to send it to me. So let's read about it. The final volume of Ian Toll's magisterial and definitive history of the Pacific War. This book will be published on September 1st, one day before the 75th anniversary of the surrender ceremony in Tokyo Bay that marked the formal close of World War II. Toll, 2019 winner of the USS Constitution Museum's Samuel Eliot Morrison Award, excels in balancing a grand sweep of military history, the broad currents of politics, diplomacy, and war, the intricate choreography between government, the press, and the military, with a particular narrative detail, the telling snapshot, the individual moments that deliver the past, breathing into the present. And that method of telling this story will be familiar, for instance, to those of you who like Max Hastings, who tells the story the exact same way. It's that combination where every moment, every dramatic move of the narrative is focused on an individual person. Lots and lots of primary research put a human face on these things. That's what Toll did in the first two volumes, and that's what he does in this volume. And that past, especially in the last year of the Pacific War, embodies some of the most iconic events in American military history. The advent of the B-29 bomber, the sinking of the Japanese aircraft carrier Shinano by the United States submarine Archerfish. What is this? Is this smudge? Is there schmut? There's schmutz on my pub sheet. How much of this can I read? Okay, something about Manila. That would be island hopping. That would be the march on Manila. Something about Iwo Jima. I think I see. It's probably Okinawa. Well, let's just skip ahead. And the conquest of Japan, which culminated in the atomic bombing missions of 1945. In each case, Twilight of the Gods captures these epical moments with precision and brio. Here is a narrative history at its best, full of drama and the texture of lived reality, of decisions and the actions with consequences. Okay, so the author is the author of the New York Times bestselling The Conquering Tide, Pacific Crucible, and 6 Frigates, which was the winner of the Samuel Eliot Morrison Award, and he lives in New York. And the date on this is the 1st of September, which is not that far away. So I will pore over this. This will go on the list for tonight. But I think so will Last Call on Decatur Street. I think I'll do both of these tonight, because my mail is often my TBR. I'm perfectly willing to. I have a plan in mind, and I'm not just going to read 2 books tonight. So I have a plan in mind. I have other things I want to do, but these things can go on that list. The list is fairly elastic, and it's been a while since I read this. So I will. This time I will read it and study it. Okay, fantastic. All right, so there you go. That is the mail. We have nonfiction, Twilight of the Gods, the concluding volume. I'm gonna have to look around here at Hyde Cottage and see if I have the other 2 volumes. I think I'm blurbed on one of them. I'll have to look and see. And then Last Call on Decatur Street, a novel set in the French Quarter of New Orleans. So one is thick and one is thin, and they complement each other, and they both came in the mail today. So I think that's probably what I'll do. I think I'll probably just read both of them tonight. So that is the mail for today. The videos are turning out to be a little bit on the short side today. Jason Harrigan set the tone with a short video of his own today. But there might be more mail today. So, and I might feel the inspiration to do a comic book video on Wednesday. You never know. So I might be back. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, BookTube.